Hey, what's up YouTube? I am Frogman Lauber. Got another episode of my Frogman's Finance here coming at you. I know it's only been a few days since my last video. Got a lot of stuff I picked up, so I kind of wanted to burn through this quick before I forgot to do it. And then that way I can get it all added into here. And after today, I'm going to have some reorganizing to do, I think, because of space issues. Got a lot that came in. Gonna start with recap quick. My last video, I believe I said I was at 228. It's actually 229. Nest Hunter Pro got me once again with Punch Out. It doesn't count it, so I think this is going to be a recurring issue for me. It only counts Mike Tyson's, and yeah. So 229, not 228. 106 left of my previously owned list. Still working my way through it. But that's half the fun. So I'm going to get started here with eBay. Actually is where I'm going to start. Made a purchase. Got a couple of things here. Bought a lot. Small lot, but expensive enough lot of complete stuff. Or what I thought was all complete stuff. So, first up, Tecmo Super Bowl. It is complete. It does have the game, the manual, and everything. I'm not going to fight and try to get that manual out yet again. The game itself was a double, but I bought it as part of the lot because of the box and manual I needed to complete the game out. Already took care of selling off the double copy. The game in there actually was my one out of the collection here. So that is already gone. Next up in this lot is Qbert. It is complete. Manual is a little rough. I don't know why it has WR+E written on the manual. I will be looking for an upgrade to that at some point in the future. I'm thinking about starting a spreadsheet actually of potential upgrade stuff that I'm looking for. Next up were a couple I didn't actually have yet. They are going into my collection. Part of why I jumped on this lot because I had never actually seen it in the wild. That is Bard's Tale. I have the box and the manual. I'm guessing it based on the stickers on the front that it was a rental at some point. Didn't know much about this game prior to picking it up. Just read the stuff on the back. Looks like an RPG where you have actually like a 6-player party, something like that. Looks kind of like it'd be based off of like a D&D style setup. But that is going into my collection. And then when I bought it, I was under the impression, slightly wrong, I just didn't look close enough, that this was complete. It is missing the manual, but still a good pickup, and that is Toki. I had also never seen this one in the wild. Price for this thing complete is all over the board. Kind of harder, a little more obscure to find from what I can tell. Never had this one before. It is going into the collection, so that I'm really excited about that. So like I said, that was eBay. Next up is, I guess, Goodwill. Had to think for a second where I actually got these. I had a momentary lapse here, but I think I'm missing one. I am. But I picked all these up. They are all complete. These are all available for trade. And that is Star Wars Starfighter for PS2. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Enter the Matrix. Star Wars The Clone Wars. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Star Wars Battlefront 2. And somehow I misplaced the Star Wars Battlefront. The first one, not really a big thing. That is going out actually in trade already. And kind of already agreed to that. So that is gone. The rest are, however, available to anybody who is interested. Next up, and this is going to be a big kind of a lot here. I went down and met a guy out of the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation. His name's Steve. Went down with a couple other members of that Facebook group, and I bought some stuff. He cut me a pretty good deal, and I didn't even get everything I could actually have used for my collection. Saw a bunch of stuff, had a great time, learned a lot more than I thought I knew about stuff, and found out some, I didn't know where in Time and Carmen San Diego. I knew the box was different shaped and stuff. I didn't know it came with an encyclopedia. No, never saw it. So, I mean, like I said, I learned a bunch of stuff. Saw a bunch of cool stuff down there. But made some purchases. And that's kind of where we're at. First up, I got a Quick Shot. I've had one of these before. Not a big flight simulator player. I've got a couple I do have to at least try out. I'm going to give this a shot at some point here in the near future. Last one I had did not work. Hopefully, the way this one feels like it should. The last one was really loose. It didn't seem to want to register, so hopefully that should be fine. Next up is everything else I got from there. He cut me an amazing deal on everything. So I was really happy. First up, 1942. That is complete with manual, poster, game, the works. That is going to be going into my collection. So I can't complain there. Very nice copy of that. Wheel of Fortune Vanna White Edition. It is also complete. Millipede. And that one is just game end box. But that is going into my collection. Vegas Dream. It's even got the plastic around the game. got the manual. That's going to be going into my collection. I think I have Vegas Dream as a loose. So if I'm right on that, that will be there will be a loose cartridge of that available if anybody is interested. F-15 City War. Oh, I didn't know this. It actually is complete. It has the manual is folded in there. So that is complete. I don't know why it was folded in half, but apparently somebody decided to do that for whatever reason. Pipe Dream. And that is complete as well. So that is it for... Okay, we're back. So that completes the box stuff. And now into the rest of it. Got a copy of Shinobi. Tengen game. Got a bunch of them here in these Funko Land sleeves. I don't know if anybody out there remembers Funko Land. It was a branch of GameStop, and they used to specialize more in the older games back when PS1 and 2 were still like current gen systems. I bought a lot of stuff from them over the years, but GameStop, in their infinite wisdom, decided to close the brand and rename everything just under one label. And of course, now they're bringing back the retro stuff. So I just find that funny. Anyway, back to what I have. Home Alone 2. Xevious. Barker Bill's Trick Shooting. Big Bird's Hide and Speak. Thunder and Lightning. Rygar. Have never played it. I do know somebody in the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation, if he sees this video, will tell me to get on it and play. Puss in Boots. Double Dragon. I have never beaten Double Dragon. It's on my list of games I need to work on. It's just really tough for me for some reason. Win, lose, or draw. Dick Tracy. Sky Shark. With manual. Find it funny or interesting here on the back. It's got a little advertisement for Renegade, Operation Wolf, and Bubble Bobble. Urban Champion. Star Soldier. Ultima Exodus. with manual. Akari Warriors 2 Victory Road. Kid Nicky. Cyberball. The Roadrunner. Looks interesting. I never played it. Makes me wonder if you're playing as the Roadrunner or the Coyote. Ultima, Quest of the Avatar. George Foreman's KO Boxing. Also with manual. Looks like on the back here there's an ad for the Game Boy version as well as WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. Legendary Wings. Another game I had never seen in the wild. Also, Funhouse I had never seen in the wild. I seem to remember watching this game show. It sounds very familiar. But I'll have to give it a shot and see. I'm just throwing stuff around. Venice Beach Volleyball. I know I've had this one before. It's from American Video Entertainment. Like I said, I know I've had that one. One surprisingly I don't have yet, and that is Duck Hunt. I have it as part of the Mario Brothers Duck Hunt version. I have the manual for that, so that's kind of nice. Arkanoid. Got the game. I have the instruction manual that I picked up a while back in a lot of stuff. Wasn't fast enough and missed out on the controller though, so I will have to be hunting for one of those. Junior Edition Wheel of Fortune. I now have at least loose every Wheel of Fortune game, so that is kind of neat. Got those all knocked out. Found one more boxed game. Xenophobe. And this one, for some reason, was in backward. The styrofoam was up on top. But it does have a thing, the mail-in card for Nintendo Power, and the manual, which is in amazing shape. So that is the NES stuff, or the NES games. I guess I got a small pile here of manuals to go through as well. I got Archon, just the manual, don't have the game yet. That's going to go in my pile. Picked up Paperboy. I've got the game, I've got the box, needed a manual to complete it. Burger Time. Just have the manual, don't have the game yet. The gray Metroid manual. Don't have either copy of Metroid. So, adding that to my list of games I need to get. Winter Games manual. And a Pokemon card just fell out of it. Interesting. I have Winter Games. That's going to go with it. Hogan's Alley. I do not have the game yet. Super Mario Brothers by itself. I do have that back there. That's going to go with it. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. I have the game. Now I have the manual. I just need the box and the encyclopedia. Sesame Street 1, 2, 3. I believe it's in there. I'm not sure. But I now have that one. Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. Like I said, I've got all of them in there. So that's going to get added to that one. Tengen Pac-Man. I don't have the Tengen version. I have the Namco version. So it's going to go in my box till I pick that up. And then Cobra Triangle. Also don't have that one. So I got a few to add to my box of stuff. Waiting to be filled there. So thank you, Steve. Hopefully you watch this. You just added a bunch to my collection. As far as NES goes, I guess there are a couple other things here I almost forgot about. I did get Paperboy 2 for the SNES from him. So that brings my SNES total to a whole 7 games. I'm really not focusing on trying to get the set or anything like that. If I come across a couple big lots, maybe. But right now I'm just focusing on the games I want to play on the SNES. Excuse me. And then finally, from Steve, one of the other things I picked up was Final Fantasy VII. It is complete. Has the manual. Has all 3 discs. I've played it. I've beaten it. But it is a fun Final Fantasy game. I want to work on it and get back to maybe trying to be where I was at before. I know I don't think I have my old memory card with my save on it, so that sucks. So that's everything from Steve. Like I said, hopefully he's watching this. Thank you, Steve. You've just added a ton of stuff to my collection. Cut me a really good deal. So, thank you for that. And then, last thing I've got here from pickups going in my collection is the manual to Mega Man 3. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned I had done a big trade with Nick out of the Iowa Retro Gamer Nation. I traded him a sealed Player's Choice copy of Super Mario 64, and part of the return was the box and manual for Mega Man 3. He hadn't found the manual when I left his house. He said, "Yeah, I know I've got it." He's like, "I was just looking at it." He said he'd get it to me. It's been a while, but he did come through for me. So that is amazing. Quick total here, if my math is right. I added 31 plus, or 31 from Steve plus the other 2, so that should bring me up to 262 games, I believe, in the collection. Still got more coming. Like I said, I got the Star Wars Battlefront that's been traded. I've got some other stuff that's been traded. Waiting to do that. And I know I've got some of the stuff in here I do have. I'm going to go take a look and be right back. Alright, and once again I'm back. I wasn't very prepared today. Not compared to normal. So, in here somewhere, I picked up Star Soldier. I do have the box. It's in horrific shape. it's going to be basically just a placeholder until I get a better copy or a better box. But it is the box. I don't have the manual for that. Like I said, I've got the Duck Hunt instruction manual for the standalone, the Arachnoid manual, Ultima Exodus, and I do have a rougher copy of the manual, but I have the box as well, so that is complete. I know I had the manual when I pulled the game out a little bit ago from Steve, so there will be a copy of that manual available if somebody is interested. Not sure where I'm at for CIB stuff. Picked up a bunch, so that's where I'm at. Like I said, Vegas Dreams out of this nest slot is available for trade. The Ultima Exodus manual is available for trade. Hubert's available for trade if anybody's interested in those, as well as the PS2 stuff. So yeah, that's what I've got. Like I said, would it be 262, I think I said, in the collection. That sounds right. I believe I knocked myself down to right around 94 or 96 left on that previously owned list. And I could have spent a lot more over the weekend than what I did and knocked even more of those off that list. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah. Until next time.